Coming up next Sunday night, April 14th, the Charlotte Hornets take on the Detroit Pistons. It's an Eastern Conference duel. It's the real deal.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Now the key has been the rebounding department in this club, dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done two things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
Indiana leading by 3. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Pacers. Mozgov is out there with Cody Zeller. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Hill. And it's Fowler in at the small forward. Schroeder dishes to Hill. From outside off the mark. And, well, Detroit shooting well. 50% from the floor. Ruiz the pass to Valentine. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Here's Schroeder. 10 points for him. Feeds to Zeller. Kicks it to Hill. Shoots a 3. Rebound, Detroit. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
Seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Kevin, their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Thanks, Kevin. The dude in their last matchup against the 76ers was simply superb. He ended with 26 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. A game like this just illustrates the success this team has enjoyed this season. What a special year, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game, or has it, like Steve, you begin taking a toll physically?
I think it just depends on the individual, Kevin. Probably depends on how he's feeling physically overall. But usually a guy who has a big night like that, it's going to carry over just the confidence. It'll carry to the next game.
Yeah, I would not disagree with you on there, Steve. There's something about confidence in this game that really fuels you and energizes you. Again and again.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Off the inbound pass. Here's Mahimi, and it's rejected. Here's Schroeder. 12 points for him. Hibbert with the screen. Schroeder kicks to Hibbert. The feed now to Schroeder. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Franklin. The 3, and that one's good. And now it's an 8-point Pacer lead.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's the dude. A 26-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's off the back rim. No good. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
And I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
And so here is Indiana, following Monte Ellis's 3. Hibbert with the screen. Here's Schroeder. No good. Ellis with some nice D.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Lets the 3 fly. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Chan.
of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Hey, guys, we're playing soft right now, all right? No more. If someone gets an open lane to the basket, take him out.
Warren's checked in for Zeller. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. The Pistons, number 1.
Yeah, plain and simple, they do not take bad shots. They really share the ball. They get great player and ball movement. Shoot the percentage that they do.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Schroeder. 12 points for him. He feeds it to Franklin. Hill with it. Now guarded by Chan. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender's draped all over it.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Pacers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And their success rate from the stripe this season, about 77%.
Throw good, Roy Hibbert. So he gets them both.
It's a Detroit Pistons timeout. There you go, fans. Your Pistons dancer. Make some noise, Detroit.
Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against New York.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think, guys, is really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And, Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
And so it's Indiana with it, following the bucket by the Pistons. Indiana moving the ball around. Franklin can't hit.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
Both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Here's Franklin, following the bucket by the Pistons. 1:09 left in the first half of the game. And the shot by Warren, no good. Here are the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. They now take the lead. Now it's a 3-point Piston lead.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Hibbert with the screen. Schroeder dishes to Franklin. And the wide open shot from Warren. 11 feet out, and he hits it. And Detroit has possession. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them.
Well, you know the fans out in Charlotte are desperately hoping for a win there.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Schroeder kicks to Hill. 6 to shoot. Here's Franklin. He's guarded by Ellis. Franklin can't hit. There's the three. No good from Chang. Here's Hill. No luck. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. The Pistons on top, up by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Roy, what's been working out here in the first half for you guys?
We're limiting them to one shot, trying to get in their passing lanes, make everything tough for them on ball. If we keep this up, we'll be all right tonight.
Roy, great job in the first half. We'll see if you can sustain it. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.